Today's video continues to explore the theme of how to address leaking with exercise. This is such a common problem for so many people, and the pelvic floor is often getting blamed, but she is just one player on a larger team of your body to help you move well. We need to be practicing our breathing mechanics, that diaphragm, which is the main breathing muscle in the base of your rib cage, and our hip muscles do so much to work with the pelvic floor so that we don't leak while we move. So the exercises in today's video are building on that theme and addressing these pieces all together. So I suggest getting a resistance band and a weight to have handy, as well as a chair. I'm using a 15-pound weight for reference. So we're going to take the band first, and I want you to wrap it around the arches of your feet in a figure 8 position. And then I'm going to take my weight, and I'm going to come onto my back here. The weight is going to go straight up overhead to help anchor my rib cage. And then I'm going to bring my legs up into a tabletop position. From here, we're going to start with our breath. I want you to inhale to prepare. Exhale. Reach one leg long on that 45-degree angle. Inhale as you bring that leg back into your chest. So we're going to exhale as we move out. Inhale as we bring that leg back in. Keep moving in this way as I point out a few helpful things to notice. As you reach that leg long, be mindful that your spine is staying hugged and connected to the floor. We don't want to arch our back as we do this. As you bring your leg back in, pause there, reset your breath, exhale, wrap your 2 front hip bones to connect those lower abdominals first, and then continue that connection of your abdominal muscles all the way up towards your ribs. That way we are connecting well all the way through. Also, as you exhale, you should start to feel how your whole core unit is really working hard to support you here, as well as your left hip flexor. That's the stationary leg right now. It's holding that band that I am then challenging further by reaching my right leg long. One more time here, exhale, creating that zip from the lower abdominals upward, bringing that back in. Now we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to inhale to prepare, exhale, lower abdominal focus first, reaching that leg long, inhale to bring it back in. If you're having difficulty sequencing those lower abdominals as you move the leg, start your exhale, and then use it throughout the rest of the reach to help you connect with those lower abdominals even better. And then over time, as that gets stronger, you'll be able to sequence both at the same time. There we go. One more here. Inhaling to prepare. Exhale. Reaching that long. And if it's difficult to maintain that long position of your spine into the mat, feel free to also make the adjustment of reaching your long leg a little bit higher up on that diagonal for a more supportive position. And then as you get stronger, you'll be able to lower that leg down as well. Now we'll move on to our next exercise. So I'm going to take my band off of my feet, but set it off to the side because we'll need it in a little bit. From here, our weight is also going to stay off to the side. And we're going to work on our hamstring and core strength. So you're going to want to walk your feet out a little bit further away and bring them together. You're then going to bring one leg towards your chest. I'm going to start with my right. Then you're going to inhale here, exhale to press up into a single leg bridge position. From here, we're going to hold that position while we move the right leg to challenge the rest of the body. So we're going to inhale to reach long. Exhale to reach it up. Inhale to lower it down. Exhale. Inhale to lower. Keep moving in this way while I point out a few things. So as we lift and lower our right leg here, the main focus is really into our left foot. So that tripod of our foot, big toe, pinky toe to heel, to really press evenly through our left foot to help really engage our left glute and hamstring. That's what's helping to support us here as we move the right leg. Other important piece I want you to notice is make sure that your pelvis is not dropping or rotating while you move your leg. If it is, then just move your leg through the range where you can keep your pelvis level. And then over time, as you get stronger, you'll be able to move your leg further while keeping your pelvis level. One more here. Exhale to lift that leg up. Inhale to lower it down. Then we'll bring it back into our chest, lower the body all the way down, and then switch sides. So from here, now I have my right leg grounded. I'm going to inhale to prepare, exhale to press up. Now I'm going to inhale, reach my left leg long, exhale to float it up. As I move in this way, remember we're inhaling to lower, exhaling to lift. And I'm being thoughtful that I'm not overarching through my spine to stay lifted in my bridge, but rather pressing through my glute and my hamstring to keep the work there so that my rib cage and pelvis stay connected throughout the entire movement. Continue to really ground through the tripod of your right foot, big toe, pinky toe to heel. Exhaling to lift. Inhale to lower. One last time. Exhale. Inhale. Bring that knee in and then set the body down. Now we're going to come up. You're going to want to bring that resistance band back in. And I'm going to use a chair here to work on our hip flexors in an incline plank position. So once again, I'm going to put that band on as a figure 8 around my feet. That helps it not move around too much. I'm going to start in this incline plank position, spine nice and long. I'm going to inhale to prepare, exhale to drive one knee towards my chest, inhale to release. Stay on that same side, exhale, inhale to reach. Keep moving in this way as I point out a few things. As you exhale, be thoughtful that you don't round your spine. This is a super common position people get into. Keep your chest long as you move your leg in and out. Other important thing here to note, as my right leg is moving, my right arm and my left foot are my primary support. Really ground through that supporting diagonal to give you more leverage to lift your right leg. One more here. Exhale. Inhale to release. Switching sides. Now I'm going to ground my right foot. Now I'm going to inhale here. Exhale to march. Keeping my spine nice and long. Inhale to release. Exhale. Remember, we're trying to connect from that lower abdominal area first, then middle, then upper. Think of those low hip muscles right in the front of your pelvis, wrapping them towards center first throughout the rest of your exhale. If that's feeling difficult to pair with the movement, pair it just before and then through the knee drive into your chest. So first I would, to give my lower abdominals that moment to connect. And as that gets easier, then you can pair it all together. From here, we're going to move on to our next exercise, which is going to be a reverse lunge into a single leg balance. So when we have leaking, we often need to be working single leg motions to be stronger for those activities, which helps our pelvic floor to respond well also. So you're going to inhale as you step back and lower down into a lunge. Exhale to drive up. Stick that landing, grow tall through your stationary leg, and then inhale, exhale to drive up. As we move in this way, be thoughtful that you're connecting through the tripod of your standing foot, big toe, pinky toe to heel, and really grow tall through that foot. Practicing our balance on one leg is really important for our pelvic floor and hip strength. This is a great place to also practice again with your free hand over your low abdominals to help sequence them first, and then the rest of the team upward. One more time here to drive up, and then we're going to switch sides. So as we step back, I want you to hinge. Hinge from your hip, knee, and foot. Exhale to drive up. As we hinge in this way, I'm letting my knee come forward over the middle of my foot so I can load into my foot and then really drive up with my glutes and my core to stay tall. Other thing I want you to also notice, when I drive up tall, we don't want to lean back. I want that rib cage to stay stacked over my pelvis, over my stationary foot. Driving tall. One more here. And stick your landing. So I recommend exploring these exercises for at least 1 minute each and incorporating them into your weekly routine to practice your breathing sequence along with the strengthening of your diaphragm, your hip muscles, and your pelvic floor. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next exercise video.